Hey everybody, Derrick Silvers here. Welcome to my podcast. This is Now You Know with Derrick Silvers. If you don't know that I have a podcast, I'm doing a holiday podcast. I am going to pepper in some real estate information because it actually is a real estate podcast. If you'd like to listen to my podcast, make sure that you like and subscribe. I'm on many different platforms like Spotify, YouTube, and then obviously you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. A couple things I want to go over today is a poem that I wrote for the holiday spirit, mindset and diet, manifestations, the Pinellas and Hillsborough stats, and then I want to talk to you about constant contact email marketing. And I think then I'm going to wrap it up after that. So, again, thank you so much for listening to this. Please listen to the end. It would help me out. Give me your feedback. Tell me if you like it, what you like, what you don't like. I'll try not to cry too much, but I would love some feedback, love your comments, love to answer any questions for you. All right, so let's get to the first thing, which is my poem that I wrote. I like to write poetry, and I wrote one the other day just as I was feeling the Christmas spirit. So I treat Christmas as a spirit, not a holiday. When it comes down to it, it's just another day. Not everyone celebrates, not all thinks it's true, but most people treat you better, and probably so do you. Why not do this daily, December 25th or not? It's not about what you're getting, it's being content with what you've got. Holding doors open, saying have a blessed day, smiling more, laughing with friends, gathering with family. Giving gifts with no expectations, just calling to check in. What if this was routine, not just performed for holiday? Let's make it ongoing practice. Let's make it an ongoing practice, something we do every day, changing the world by adjusting ourselves. One person at a time, the universe will shine. If Christmas isn't the only day to smile and play, let's deny it. Christmas is a spirit. So thank you for letting me share that with you. I hope that speaks to your heart. That's truly how I'd like to live my life. They talk about the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or you would want them to do unto you. For some reason, I'm botching that one all day. I tried to do this earlier and I couldn't get that, and I should have written it down so that I could get it right. But you know what I'm saying, and then. Be good for goodness sake. I mean, that's a great one for, the holiday season, but do that all the time. Let's talk about mindset and diet. I've said this on many podcasts that I'm with Coastal Properties for many reasons. I love this company. I love our team for you, which is our team lead, Richard Hale. And the reason why I am with them is because they don't just talk about real estate, they talk about positive mindset and they talk about diet. That is what helps me be the person that I can be in order to service clients better. So it all works in unison with each other. If I've got a positive mindset, if I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that I'm doing the best for myself, then I can do the best for you. And, during the holidays, sometimes it can be difficult. It can be a joyous time, obviously, but also there's a lot of people out there that may be struggling, and so I want to just encourage you to be reconciled with all people in this world. I don't know if you know me personally or not, but if you do, I've had challenges in my life, and I have no problem sharing that with people. And one of the main things for me to overcome my challenges is to make sure that I'm reconciled with people, and to do that on an ongoing basis. And maybe reach out to that person that you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe you have a past hurt that it's still, in your mind. Well, reach out to that person. You never know. Maybe they've been waiting for your phone call. I can't tell you how many times I've called somebody that I thought, I'm scared to call them. I call them and they say, you know what, I was thinking about you the other day. And vice versa. I'm thinking about somebody and next thing they call and I'm like, man, I was just thinking about you. So if I can encourage you to be reconciled to all people in this world, I think if we change ourselves and then we be better for ourselves, then that'll be infectious and we can take that out to the rest of the world. So it's not changing 1,000, 1,000,000 people at a time. It's changing within and then allowing that to be attractive to others. And listen, I'm not perfect. I'm not speaking from a spiritual mountaintop here. I'm just telling you, I've had great mentors in my life. I've had great teachers in my life. That help me, and I check in with them daily. So it's not something that just happens. Like I daily check in with my mentor. in order to do that. I want to talk about manifestation. We're talking about mindset. So, what you focus on expands. And, sometimes when you put things out into the world, let me not say sometimes, a lot of times when you put things out into the world, it comes back and things that you're thinking about. Maybe you don't even know that you manifest things. And I'll give you a great example in my life. I was with my partner and she said, man, I can see through your life that you've manifested a lot of things. And I didn't think of it that way. I just never really thought about that. And at that time, I was wondering, I'd gotten overwhelmed in real estate. And I said, I'm just not sure if I want to continue, doing real estate the way that I'm doing it. And she smartly asked me, well, what would you like to do? And I said, I really would I love making videos for real estate. I like making videos, walkthrough videos. And I'd like to do that. The next day, a friend of mine called and said, Derrick, I see your videos. I love them. I am a gap funder for apartment complexes all over America. I want to fly you all over America and pay you to do walkthrough videos for my apartment complexes that I get investors for. So right there, I put it out into the universe and boom, it happened right away. And that's just one story of many that have happened in my life. So I'm not unique. If I can do it, so can you. All right, let's go over some stats for Pinellas County. So let me just say, since July, we've had a 60% increase in single-family homes on the market. Since August, we've seen a 40% increase in condos on the market. So right now, there's 2,232 active single-family homes in Pinellas County, and there's 2,206 condos on the market. Pending, there's 426 condos, and single-family homes, there's 823. Let's head over to the Hillsborough market. There's 3,165 active single-family homes, and there's 596 condos active. There's 1,539 single-family homes pending, and there's 173 condos pending. I've said this a lot of times that Pinellas County is always going to have an influx in condos because we're on the Gulf beaches, and there's a ton of condos, obviously, on the beaches. And I've touched on this every single month with the milestone inspections. What that is what had happened in Miami with the property that collapsed, and now all the condos, once they reach a certain age, you have to have an inspection done. And, a lot of these condos are passing. I just sold 2 that were built in the 70s, and they're fine. They did they checked the structural integrity, and everything worked out just fine. Now, there are some that, they're hard hit. I mean, they've got to bring up the structural integrity, and a lot of people are getting bills of, the highest one I've seen now is, $250,000. So that's the highest one. That's probably an anomaly, but there are some people that are getting hit with that. But for the most part, in my experience, a lot of these condos are totally fine. And so I just want to encourage you to continue looking for condos, because a lot of people, they kind of got turned off from that. But here's the thing: the safeguard is that you check to see if they've had the inspections, and then not just if there's any assessments coming up, but check the last 6 months of the minutes, because then if the association is talking about, one, either getting the inspections, so when they're coming down the pipe, or if they're talking about an assessment coming up. Want to talk to you real quick about constant contact email marketing. I use Constant Contact for the last 8 years, and it's been paramount in my business, because a lot of times, I have a lot of clients, and calling every single one of them is difficult to stay in touch with all of them that way. You can send a regular email, but Constant Contact builds a beautiful email. You can, if you've got a photo, you just drag over photo, and then you upload the photo. If you want to put in a link, you drag in the link button, and then you copy and paste the link. If you want a video, so on. The text, it's just simple to do, and it's not expensive. It's under $20, depending on how many contacts you have. And you can use this for real estate, for the mortgage company, for restaurants. I've seen HOAs use it, where they send out to the community everything they do. My sister uses it. She uses it for Take Stock in Children, which is an incredible nonprofit that she runs. I really believe in the product, and I just tell people about it, because it's been so incredible in my life to be able to stay in contact with my past client database. And, maybe you want to use that for personal use. You could do that. Maybe you need to use that in your business. And let me tell you a real story about how this transpired in my own business. Is that I just got a phone call last month, and it was some people that I sold a home to. I haven't called them since, but they see my emails every single month, and they said, "Hey, Derrick, see your emails. We know you're still in the business. We're looking to sell and then buy a different property in the Seminole area." So, I'm able to stay in contact with them, even though maybe I'm not doing that personal follow-up with phone calls. And maybe that's a challenge for me. Sometimes it's not easy for me to do that. Maybe I don't want to write notes, but again, it's a way for me to stay in contact with people, let them know I'm still doing business, and let them know that I'm thinking about them. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Like I said, please like and subscribe. If you need to know some information on how you can follow me, just drop me a line. I'd love to answer that for you. I hope you go into 2024 with an extremely positive mindset, because again, what you focus on expands. Focus on yourself, and the rest will work out. Have a great day. Take care.